Hello, everybody. Welcome back to Fandom Fights. This is huge. We're here at the final act. Nick, we've been building to this one. This is nuts. The first ever Fandom Fights triple threat singles title match. We have current Fandom Fights singles champion Mike Hanley, has defended his belt all season long, into the last season even. Going up against him, you have his current teammate, Nazario Montenegro, coming in, cashing in his title shot from when he won the Battle Royale, or whatever the fuck it's called, at the beginning of the season. Then you also have Andrew Barr finally making his way back after losing the belt to Mike. He also lost to Nazario earlier this season, but beat Nazario at one point. These guys, it's all been coming to this, and we're finally here. They're going to face off in one match together, title match. It's nuts. Are you excited, and what do you think?
I'm very excited. This is maybe the most epic showdown of in any universe. I can't even imagine there's anything out there as crazy as the story we have before us today. Yeah. Blockbuster Video also just winning their belts back. They're the team champions once again. Mm-hmm. They lost them and they just got them back. Mike Hanley has been on a run for a year and a half now. He's held the belt. They've all played each other so many times. Nazario chasing that belt, just hoping to get it. He's played for it. I think this is his fourth or fifth time at this point.
Yeah, I think fourth. Yeah,
fourth. This is his fourth time at this point. Nazario beating Barr to win the Fandom Summer tournament. There's so much history between these three players that only this epic match of title proportions could possibly close the book on it.
Yeah. So we're going to go get into the promos right away so we can hear what the players have to say.
Hey, Nazario.
What's up?
We're back again. Long season. We're almost to the finish line. You got your Miller Lite? We know you play questionable, but kind of good when you're drunk. So I'm going to need you to get a little liquored up through round one. Again, whatever happens in round one, doesn't matter. But
I think this has scotch in it.
That works. Gosh, we're starting off strong. This is going to be like you versus Jay Burns. Listen, I just need you to know about the Separatist and the rebellion and stuff. I need you to know Star Wars. I need you to not worry about round one. Whatever happens, Nick's a great player. Scully's a great player. But I think, or Mike and Barr, fucking hell. Mike and Barr are great players. There's so many fucking Fandom players. I have no idea who's in this league anymore. But listen, you are one of the best out there. You've played for the belt. This is your fourth time. You know what they say. Fourth time is a charm. Let's win.
I think I beat my wife in one of those, maybe. But not violently, though.
Yeah, because she didn't know Navy or Marines. That's fine. Let's move on. Let's move on. Yeah.
Well, back again. This kind of feels like Groundhog Day. This is like my fourth promo against Mike. Like my third promo against Nazario, and like my 8700th against Cody. But you know what? We're the three best, and we've shown our abilities throughout this entire division. We're all dedicated to our craft, and it shows because we keep facing each other in this constant revolving door of championship matches. Most of all, I think I'm just going to have fun. I've been taking this a little bit too seriously lately. But you know what? Hopefully I can bring the belt home. And so, yeah, I think I have a good chance in this. And best of luck to you guys. I can't wait to see what happens.
Well, hello. I'm here again. I guess I'm pretty good at trivia. So I got Barr and Nazario to beat. They're pretty good guys, you know. They're good at trivia. But hey, maybe I'll be a little better today. So, yeah.
All right, Nick. Really exciting. Everyone seems like they're ready to just have a fun time. Yep. Nazario might be getting drunk. I'm a little sad he doesn't have Miller Lite, but Scotch is also approved. Any thoughts before we get into it?
Yeah. Well, my favorite drink is Scotch Light. the most popular drink in the world. You know,
So Johnny Walker.
yeah, absolutely. No, this is going to be epic, Tim. All three players playing at the top of their game. It truly is it's going to be a good match.
Yeah. All right, Nick. How is round number 1 going to work?
Round number 1 is going to work like this. There are going to be 10 questions in the realm of fandom fights. Each player will get 15 seconds to write your answer down. At the end of 15 seconds, we will say pens down. You will then reveal your answer and say it aloud. Each correct answer will be worth 1 point apiece. Should any player get all 10 questions correct in round number 1, they would receive a bonus question. Each player will get 4 repeats, 1 challenge for the entirety of the match. Players, any questions as we get into round number 1 of 5? Great. Your first question will come in the category of, it's my favorite, Middle-earth. What type of creature is Frodo Baggins in the Lord of the Rings series?
Nick, one of my favorite things about title matches is not only do we have 3 very experienced players here, but they are answering questions that are at the top echelon.
Yeah.
Only these types of players can hit these types of questions.
Absolutely. Oftentimes, rookies come into the league and they think they're going to be really great because they answer debut level questions, right? But then you get to title match.
Pens down. Let's start with Mike.
Hobbit.
We will go to Barr.
You almost got me with that one. Hobbit.
Nazario.
Also known as hairy foot freaks, hobbits.
Hobbit is correct. We start out strong. Your next question, gentlemen, is going to be in the category of Pixar. Who voices Sully in Monsters, Inc.? Fantastic film, if I do say so myself. I know Nazario is a pretty big fan. It's like top 10 Pixar for me. Really good, but I mean, top 10 Pixar still like
crazy how it's based on a true story.
It was kind of weird when I figured that out. I didn't know that the first time I saw it. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. Let's go to Barr.
John Goodman.
Nazario.
John Goodman.
And Mike.
John Goodman.
All correct. What's next, Nick?
Keeping pace, we will move to the category of DC. And the question is, who kills Bane in The Dark Knight Rises?
That movie is not set in DC. The state, I mean.
Oh,
well,
Whew.
it's more of a principality.
What Nick said. Have you ever wanted to go to space?
No.
5. I could picture you in space. 3, 2,
That doesn't
1.
sound right.
Pens down. Nazario.
Catwoman.
Mike.
Batman.
And Barr.
Batman.
Catwoman is correct. So Nazario will take the early lead there as we get into your next question in the MCU. Which MCU film was the first one to feature both Hawkeye and Black Widow? Which one of these characters do you like more?
Hawkeye is a pretty cool character.
Mm-hmm.
Got the wings.
That is, you're thinking of something else.
Oh,
5, 4,
Hawk Girl
3,
and Hawkeye. No.
2, 1. Pens down. Let's go to Mike.
The Avengers.
We will go to Barr.
The Avengers.
And Nazario.
Avengers, 2012 version, not 98.
2012's Avengers is correct. So we move on to the next question. What is it, Nick?
Your next question comes in the category of YA. In the Divergent series, the people of Chicago are divided into groups called what?
Oh, man.
How was your day?
Good. Got a lot of work done.
Cool.
Pretty exhausted. Me and the dog Sam have a lot going on, but
Yeah.
it's good. 5,
How is life
4,
in the short order
3,
cook world?
2, 1, pens down. Pretty good, dude. Let's go to Barr.
Faction.
We will go to Nazario.
Factions.
And Mike.
Tribes.
Factions is correct. So Barr leads over Mike, and Nazario remains perfect as we get into your next question, which is in the category of fandom quotes. Which Wizarding World actor said the quote, "I'm the half-blood prince"? I'm just so happy to see you guys. That's why I'm smiling. It's just this is I got a bunch of guys here that are just awesome at trivia. We're having so much fun.
Me too.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. Let's go to Nazario.
Alan Rickman.
We'll go to Mike.
Thought you said character. Snape.
And Barr.
Alan Rickman.
Alan Rickman is correct. Ooh, that's a tough one for Mike there. He was so close. What's next, Nick?
Your next question comes in the category of Alien versus Predator. What is the first name of the character played by Sigourney Weaver in the first 3 Alien films?
Do you like these ones?
Yeah, I mean, they've been around in fandom the longest. Most people don't know that fandom started out as an Alien versus Predator league.
Yeah.
And it built from there.
Yeah, it's true. Nazario was one of the first people to pioneer that, for sure.
Yeah,
5,
absolutely.
4, 3.
He's also a
2,
great editor.
1. Pens down. Yeah. Let's go to Mike.
Ellen.
And Barr.
Ellen.
And Nazario.
Alan.
Ellen is correct. Nazario remaining perfect as we get into your next question in the category of Disney animation. What occupation does Nick Wilde get at the end of Zootopia?
How specific?
We will take a general answer. General answer.
General answer.
Are you enjoying? It just reminded me. Are you enjoying the new How I Met Your Mother?
No.
I thought you loved How I Met Your Father, though. 5,
Nope.
4. It's too bad.
I'm not even gonna. Nope, it's
2,
bad.
1. Pens down. Let's go to Barr.
Cop.
We will go to Nazario.
Police officer.
We will go to Mike.
Cop.
All correct and acceptable. So Nazario still leads 8-7 to 5. What's next, Nick?
The next question comes in the category of DreamWorks animation. Which DreamWorks film features someone working at a whale wash?
So I went to see Zootopia in the theater when it came out.
Repeat the question.
All right, that's going to be the first repeat from Mike.
All right, the question again. Which DreamWorks film features someone working at a whale wash?
Ooh, I like the way you said whale. Whale.
Whale.
Quail.
Whale. Should I change my name to Nick Wilde? That's my name now. I just decided.
I can see it.
You will call me that from now on.
You want me to say your full name all the time?
We'll go to Nick Wilde for the round 2 rules. Yep.
5, 4, 3. What about just Wild? 1.
Nope.
Pens down. Let's go to, I don't remember where we're starting. Let's say Barr.
Shark Tale.
And Nazario.
Shark's tail.
And Mike.
Didn't have it.
I don't think we could accept A Shark's Tale, unfortunately. I know that's how it was released in China, but we are looking for the English release here. So Barr will get that point and tie it up. No perfect rounds as we get into the final question, which is going to be in the category of Mission Impossible. What is the abbreviation for the organization Ethan Hunt works for throughout the Mission Impossible series?
Tim, what are some of your favorite organizations that Ethan Hunt works for throughout the Mission Impossible series?
Two, 1. Pens down. I really like the
Repeat-
IMF.
You didn't-
Let's go
Now,
to
repeat the question. Repeat the question, Tim. Barr got 3 because you didn't say 5.
I said pens down. I said 5.
No, you couldn't hear it, and they weren't looking.
Oh.
Give Barr a repeat.
What is the abbreviation for the organization Ethan Hunt works for throughout the Mission Impossible series?
You literally leaned back and you were like, and I saw it unfolding before my eyes. I was like, Barr didn't hear it. He didn't say it. He's gonna.
My bad. I'm sorry about that.
Oh, good.
I also said the answer out loud, so I hope no one heard it.
Oh, you did.
But after I said pens down, I said the answer.
Oh, I didn't catch that. So
3,
let's see if
2,
anyone else did.
1. Pens down. IMF is what I did. Let's go to Nazario. Let's go to Mike.
At IFA.
And Barr.
IMF.
IMF is correct. So at the end of round number 1, we have a tie game between Nazario and Barr. Mike trailing with 5. Is that what you have?
That's what I have, Tim.
All right, Nick Wilde, how does round number 2 work?
Round number 2, it's going to work like this. Each player, we have a wheel. It's a wheel round. Each player is going to get a spin at the wheel that has 10 fandom categories on it. No spinners or opponent's choice today, per request of the champion, Mike Hanley. Each player will get a spin at the wheel. If they like what they spin the first time, they can keep it. If not, they can choose to spin again, but they will be forced to keep what they spin the second time. You'll get 5 questions in the chosen category, each worth 2 points apiece, unless you'd like to check down to multiple choice, in which case it will only be worth 1, and be aware that stealing is available in round number 2. Tim, what's on the wheel today?
On the wheel today, we have Wizarding World, Horror Icons, YA, DC, Disney Animation, Star Wars, Pixar, MCU, DreamWorks Animation, and James Bond. So, Barr, you are the higher ranked player. Would you like to spin first or defer to Nazario?
I will be deferring.
All right, Nazario, would you like to spin or defer to Mike?
Where's my manager?
He left. His internet died.
Fuck.
He messaged me. His internet's dead. I like the moxie.
Defer.
All right, so this is going to be the spin for the champ. Mike, your spin is in. And it lands on MCU. Would you like to keep that or spin again?
Let's spin it again.
All right, this is what you are stuck with, Mike. And it lands on DC.
Okay.
All right, Nick, you want to go ahead? Nick Wilde, sorry, my bad. You want to go ahead and give Mike his questions in the category of DC?
Mr. Mike Hanley, are you prepared for your questions in the category of DC?
No.
Your first question. In which DC film does the main hero get his powers from a ring that needs to be recharged?
Green Lantern.
That is correct for 2 points. Your second question. Who plays Batman in Batman 1966?
Adam West.
That is correct.
That took me way longer than I should.
For 2 points. Your next question. In Superman Returns, who nearly crashes in their car while Lex Luthor robs the museum?
Multiple choice.
All right, your multiple choice options are: is it A, Kitty, B, Stanford, C, Richard, D, Perry?
Kitty.
That is correct for 1 point and the lead. Your penultimate question. What does young Michael Sullivan do for work at the beginning of Road to Perdition?
Multiple choice.
All right, your multiple choice options are: is it A, sell candy, B, shovel snow, C, paint houses, or D, deliver newspapers?
Deliver newspapers?
That is correct for 1 point. And Mike, your final question. Patience Phillips is a DC character who was given her powers by what kind of animal?
Five, 4, 3, 2.
Multiple choice.
All right, your multiple choice options are: is it A, lion, B, cat, C, eagle, D, rat?
Is it a cat? God.
That is correct for 1 point and a clean sweep, as usual, of DC.
Yeah, the champion once again proves why he's here. Gets his total up to 12 points. Is that what you have, Nick Wilde?
That's what I have, Tim.
Okay. So we'll bring back the wheel and we move back to Barr. Barr, would you like to spin or defer to Nazario?
Nazario can go.
All right, Nazario, this is going to be your spin.
Fuck yeah.
And it lands on Star Wars. Would you like to keep that or spin again?
Yeah, I'll keep it.
You're going to take it?
Sure.
Okay. So I will be giving you your questions in the category of Star Wars. Are you ready, sir? Your first question. Which Star Wars film was the last one to feature the death of Palpatine?
Episode 9, Rise of Skywalker.
That is correct for 2 points. I don't know why I'm laughing. It's a very serious question. Okay. Your next question, Nazario. Who plays Han Solo in The Empire Strikes Back?
What's the guy's name?
That is what we are asking.
I don't think he's talking about this.
Oh, sorry.
He was really good in that Coen Brothers movie. Harrison Ford.
That is correct for 2 points. And the lead. Your next question, Nazario. In The Phantom Menace, who promotes Jar Jar to Bombad General?
Boss Nass.
That is correct for 2 points. All right, Nazario, your next question. In Rogue One, what planet does the Death Star attack, killing Saw Gerrera?
I think I know it. This is a title shot. I should just take it.
5.
Multiple choice.
All right, your options are A, Jeddah, B,
Fuck.
Canto Bite, C, Coruscant, D, Dagobah.
Jeddah, final answer.
That is correct for 1 point.
Should I take it?
And your final question. What kind of creature sits beneath Jabba's throne that Luke kills in Return of the Jedi?
Like, oh, the Rancor.
That is correct for 2 points on the clean sweep of Star Wars. And might I say, Nazario, I would be lucky to do as well in round 2 as you just did. That was incredible, my man. Great job. Fantastic. So Nazario gets his total up to 18. Is that what you have?
That is what I have.
Mike in second with 12, Barr with 9, but we bring back the wheel for Barr's spin. Barr, your spin is in. And you get a free spin.
Cool. I like free stuff.
And it lands on the MCU. Would you like to keep that or spin again?
Let's risk it.
Spinning again?
Yeah.
All right, this is what you are stuck with. And it's another free spin.
Nice.
You land on YA.
Of course.
All right, Nick Wilde, do you want to go ahead and give Barr his questions in YA?
Sure. Andrew Barr, former champion. Are you prepared for your questions in the category of YA?
I guess so.
Oh, okay. Gotcha. Right. Your first question. Which YA film takes place in a place called The Glade?
The Maze Runner.
That is correct for 2 points. Your second question. How does Aro kill Carlisle in Alice's vision fight at the end of Twilight Breaking Dawn, Part 2?
Beheading?
That is correct for 2 points. Your third question. In Divergent, who does Eric force Triss to fight, where she gets knocked out and severely injured, forcing 4 to walk away?
Multiple choice.
All right, your options are A, Peter, B, Christina, C, Will, D, Al.
Can I get a repeat of everything, please?
Sure thing. That is Barr's first repeat. The question again. In Divergent, who does Eric force Triss to fight, where she gets knocked out and severely injured, forcing 4 to walk away?
The options.
And the options are A, Peter, B, Christina, C, Will, D, Al.
Peter.
That is correct for 1 point. Your penultimate question in YA. Who played Katniss Everdeen in the Hunger Games series?
Jennifer Lawrence.
That is correct for 2 big points. As we get to your final question in the category of YA. What type of creature is Rosalie Hale in the Twilight Saga?
Vampire?
That is correct for the third clean sweep of round number 2 and a tie game once again.
Nick, this is a match of titans. Let's get into round number 3. Here's how this is going to work. It's a round these all these guys have played many times before, the filmography round. Here's how this is going to work. We are going to say 2 clues that will lead you to an actor or actress. You have to tell us who that person is based off of the clues. You will get a 1-pointer, a 2-pointer, and a 3-pointer. Mike, you and Barr both have 3 repeats remaining. Nazario, you have all 4, and all of your challenges are intact. Do you guys have any questions about how round 3 is going to work?
No.
Okay, so Barr, because we are tied and you are the higher ranked player, you get to pick first. Would you like set 1, 2, or 3?
Always go number 1.
Okay, and Nazario, would you like set 2 or 3?
I enjoy going number 2.
Okay, so we are going to start with Mike since he is down. Mike, I will give you your questions in round number 3 from set 3. Are you ready, sir?
Yes.
Your first question in set 3. Who plays a Middle-earth dwarf and a James Bond ally?
John Lee Davies.
That is correct for 1 point. Your next question for 2 points. Who voices a Disney animated video game king and a Maze Runner club owner? Five, 4.
Repeat the question.
All right, that is Mike's second repeat. Who voices a Disney animated video game king and a Maze Runner club owner? Five.
Walton Goggins.
That's incorrect. We were looking for Alan Tudyk. All right. So, Mike, we will stick with you for your 3-pointer. Who plays a Mission Impossible CIA director and an MCU Wakandan queen?
Oh. Not gonna get it.
2. Okay, we were looking for Angela Bassett. Angela Bassett. So we will move over to Nazario. Nick, do you want to go ahead and give Nazario his questions in set 2? Nick Wilde, sorry.
Glad, yes, absolutely. Glad, Nazario, prepared for your questions in the category of set 2. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's not really a category, but your questions. All right. Your 1 point question. Who plays a Wizarding World wizard and victim of Freddy Krueger?
Five. 4.
Repeat the question.
It's your first
Question
read.
Who plays a Wizarding World wizard and a victim of Freddy Krueger?
Five, 4, 3, 2, 1.
I don't know.
We were looking for Johnny Depp. Johnny Depp.
Oh my! Fucking really?
We've all been there, Tim.
Yes, we have.
Nazario, your 2 point question.
The challenge is Matt Mikkelsen now.
Are you officially challenging?
No.
Okay.
2 point question in round 3. Who voices a DreamWorks Guardian and plays a Star Trek captain?
Chris Pine.
That is correct. For 2 points. Nazario, your 3 point question. Who plays a cold DC villain and a soldier in the Predator series?
Oh. Arnold Schwarzenegger.
That is correct. 3 big points.
I don't know how he pulled that one, Nick, but he gets his total up to 23. Is that what you have?
That's what I have.
Okay, so we move over to Barr. Barr, I will be giving you your questions in set 1. Are you ready?
Cool.
Your first question. Who voices a Pixar toy and plays a Disney live-action holiday figure?
Tim Allen.
That is correct for 1 point. Your 2-pointer, Barr. Who plays a Planet of the Apes ape and a Star Wars Supreme Leader?
Andy Serkis.
That is correct for 2 points.
Almost forgot that motherfucker's name.
All right, Barr, your 3-pointer to take the lead. Who plays a Marvel blind hero and a Worlds of DC hero who can see in the dark?
Ben Affleck.
That is correct for 3 big points. So, and the lead. So Barr is up to 24, Nazario 23, and Mike with 13. Is that what you have?
That's what I have, Tim.
All right, let's get into round number 4. Nick Wilde, would you tell us how it works?
Round number 4 is going to work like this. It is the deep cut round. Prior to this match, each player selected 3 films from 3 categories chosen by the other players to be written at a deep cut level. We will spin the wheel 5 times. Whichever film it lands on, they will get a deep cut question from that film, each worth 2 points apiece. Players, any questions as we get in round 4?
Okay.
All right.
So then the movies on the wheel today are GoldenEye, Twilight, The Great Mouse Detective, Planet of the Apes 2001, Halloween Kills, Luca, D2 The Mighty Ducks, The Amazing Spider-Man 2, and Doctor Strange. So this will be the first spin. So your first question is going to come from The Great Mouse Detective. Your question. What type of animal is Fidget? It's been really intense.
How specific?
Nazario.
And that's a good question, honestly. How specific?
3, 2,
Is it a good
1. Pens down. Let's go to Mike.
Mouse?
We will go to Barr. And Nazario.
Specifically an albino bat, but yeah, bat.
Bat is correct. And what we were looking for. So we'll bring back the wheel for the next spin. Your next question is going to come from Halloween Kills. So Nick Wilde, would you go ahead and read that question?
The question in Halloween Kills. Tommy Doyle tells the story of Michael Myers and his original attack in what type of location? Should call you.
What?
What?
5. What did you say? 4,
What did you say?
3, 2, 1. Pens down. Let's go to Barr.
House.
We will go to Nazario.
Not my opponent, but a bar.
And Mike.
Barr.
Barr is correct. The answer Barr, not Andrew Barr.
Correct.
That used to be my nickname. It's not anymore.
Nazario takes the lead.
This is true. So we'll bring back the wheel. The next question is coming from D2, the Mighty Ducks. All right, your question in D2, the Mighty Ducks, is as follows. Adam Banks injures what specific part of his body?
I love the specific.
We said the word specific.
You did indeed. Can we call you like
5,
Timmy Spicy?
3,
Nick
2,
Wilde and Timmy Spicy.
1. Pens down. Maybe. Let's go to Nazario.
His wrist.
Mike.
Wrist.
And Barr.
His right wrist.
We were just looking for wrist, but we will accept all 3 answers. So Mike gets his total up to 17. Barr gets his total up to 28. And Nazario is in the lead still with 29. Is that what you have?
Yep.
Okay, so we'll bring back the wheel for the 4th question. It's going to come from GoldenEye. All right, Nick Wilde, what's the question?
Your question in GoldenEye. How does General Arumov die?
I don't know about spicy, but maybe like
Timmy Tamale.
Timmy Turner. 5,
Timmy.
4, 3.
I'll take another repeat.
All right, that's going to be Barr's second repeat. What is the question again, Nick Wilde?
But the question again, how does General Arumov die?
Timmy Miller.
Ah, that's Timmy Light.
I'm not light, though.
Yeah, it's like calling a tall guy or a
5,
short guy Stretch.
4,
A bald
3,
guy Curly.
2, 1. Pens down. Let's go to Mike.
Blown up.
We will go to Barr.
Shot.
And Nazario.
I said the explosion of the giant antenna place.
Shot is correct. So Barr regains the lead as we get into the final spin of the deep cut round. It's going to come from the movie The Great Mouse Detective. All right,
Barr watched Twilight.
All right,
I will never forgive you for that.
Your question. The film ends with a final fight on which famous landmark?
All I'm saying, Tim, is at least they didn't have to watch Chicken Run.
A delightful film.
Just a random fact out there that, things could be.
Chicken eyes, you twit.
a film that I think I would get 2 out of 3 questions on. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. Let's go to Barr.
Big Ben.
And Nazario.
Big Ben.
And Mike.
I have London Bridge.
Big Ben is correct. So we are going to move into round number 5 now with a score of Barr in the lead with 32, Nazario with 31, and Mike with 17. Is that what you have, Nick Wilde?
What I have.
How's round number 5 work?
Round number 5 is going to work like this. There are 5 more questions in the round of Fandom Fights. Once you hear the category, you can bet anywhere between 0 and 2 points on the question. If you get the question correct, you will gain those points. If you get the question incorrect, you will lose those points. We will play until someone wins.
Yeah. All right. So the first category that you can bet points on is going to be the Wizarding World. Let's get bets, starting with Mike.
2.
Barr.
1.
And Nazario.
2.
All right, your question in the Wizarding World. What does Harry use to kill the basilisk in Harry Potter and the Chamber of Secrets? I just burped.
Bless you.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
You ever kill a basilisk? You ever been in a secret chamber?
I don't like to talk about college. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. You go to Mike.
Sword of Gryffindor.
We'll go to Barr.
Couldn't remember which creature that was. It's a Tom Riddle's diary.
And Nazario.
The Gryffindor sword.
Sword of Gryffindor is correct. So Nazario will gain 2 points, bringing his total up to 33. Barr will lose 1 point, going down to 31. And Mike will gain 2 points, going up to 19. What is the next category?
The next category you can bet points on is my favorite, Middle Earth.
Let's get bets, starting with Barr.
0.
And Nazario.
2.
And Mike.
2.
What's the question, Nick Wilde?
Question is, Aemir comes from which kingdom in Middle Earth?
This is so close, so intense. Like I'm kind of losing it. Shitting bricks back here.
I've watched it a while.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. Let's start with Barr.
This is a character name. Theoden.
It is a character name. Let's go to Nazario.
Theoden is actually the king of Rohan.
And Mike.
Rohan.
Rohan is correct. So Barr doesn't lose or gain any points. It's 35, 31, 21 as we get into your next category, which is Star Trek. And let's get bets. Starting with Nazario.
Yeah, fuck no.
And Mike.
2.
And Barr.
2.
All right, your question. In Star Trek, who plays Spock in the original Star Trek series?
You hate to see it.
You hate to see when you're in these title match situations and you're getting asked these high-level questions, sometimes you get nervous that you might not know it, and you do, and it sucks when it happens, but it's how it goes. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. Let's start with Nazario.
Leonard Nimoy.
Mike.
Leonard Nimoy.
And Barr.
Leonard Nimoy.
Leonard Nimoy is correct. So Barr gets closer to Nazario. 2 questions remaining. Nick Wilde, what is the 4th question? Category.
Fourth category will come in Planet of the Apes.
Let's get bets, starting with Mike.
2.
Barr.
I should have gone 2. 0.
You can still change it.
2.
It's a title match rule. Nazario.
2.
Okay. So everybody's betting 2. Is that what I have correct, Nick?
Yep.
Okay. What is the question?
Question is, which Apes film features the death of Caesar?
Clearly, somebody who's contending for belts did not watch our most recent Fandom Fights update. That's fine.
Yeah.
No big deal.
Yep.
You watched it, right?
Yeah. Yep.
5.
Really
4,
excited for
3, 2.
Shirley MacLaine.
Pens down. Let's go to Mike.
War for the Planet of the Apes?
Barr.
War for the Planet of the Apes.
And Nazario.
Is it 4? Is it War of the Planet of the Apes?
Oh,
The answer is War for the
let's
Planet
go.
of the Apes. What did Mike have?
4.
He had it.
He had so
had
Mike
4.
goes up to 25. Barr goes up to 35, and Nazario goes down to 33. Nick, one category left.
Yeah.
This could decide so much.
You could.
The category is, it's my favorite. It's YA. Let's get bets. Starting with Barr or Nazario. 2, 20.
25.
Mike, you cannot go that much, unfortunately.
I don't care. I'm going to 25.
There's a 3-point minimum, Mike.
A 2-point minimum, actually.
I'm going 25.
Okay, so we're going to take that as a 2, Mike, because you had a 2 written on your board. So here's the situation, Nick. If Nazario hits this, we are going to sudden death.
Yeah.
I decided between winning and going to sudden death. So
Here's the question. How specifically does Katniss kill President Coin in the Hunger Games Mockingjay Part 2? I'm losing it. This is nuts. This is crazy.
Did I leave the stove on?
5, 4.
Repeat the question.
All right, Mike using his second repeat. How specifically does Katniss kill President Coin in the Hunger Games Mockingjay Part 2? Five, 4, 3, 2, 1. We are going to start with Barr.
shoots them with an arrow.
We will go to Mike
Shoots her with an arrow.
and Nazario.
Shoots her with an arrow during Snow's execution.
And we are going to sudden death. Here's how this is going to work. Unfortunately, our current champion has lost. We are going to be taking Mike out, but Mike, fantastic job. We are going to be crowning a new champion today, Nick, and it's between Barr. Will he regain the title? Or Nazario chasing it forever? We'll see what happens. I'm so excited. Gentlemen, this is round 1 rules. Nazario, you have 3 repeats remaining. Barr, you have 2. And both of your challenges are intact. First person to miss, while the other hits. Person who hits will win. Any questions?
Fucking
Did
go.
Nick leave the stove on?
I don't think so. And his name is Nick Wilde. Okay. We are going to get started. Your first question. Which Wizarding World film was the first one to feature the Sorting Hat? Nick, this is absolutely bonkers.
Something else.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. Let's go to Barr.
Harry Potter and the Sorcerer's Stone.
And Nazario.
Harry Potter and the Sorcerer's Stone.
Both are correct. Nick,
All right.
what's the next question?
Your second question. Which part of Wallace's body is still transformed into a rabbit when Lady Tottington comes to visit in Wallace and Gromit, The Curse of the Were-Rabbit? I can barely breathe, Tim.
Same. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. Let's start with Nazario.
His ears.
And Barr.
I said,
And your winner and new Fandom Fights champion, Nazario Montenegro. Living out my absolute wildest fantasies, Nick. Nazario Montenegro comes out and wins the Fandom belt. Wow. Absolute in sudden death, no less.
Holy crap.
He's gotta just be reeling. Man, what did you think of the match?
Oh my God. Well, first of all, we need to talk about our now former champion, Mike Hanley. The dude had nothing to prove. He's defended the belt for I don't know how long. He deserves a break. He deserves this match is not emblematic of his dominance in the Fandom Fights division.
Yeah.
Mike Hanley is and perhaps always will be one of the greatest champions ever to grace the Fandom Fights stage. Mm-hmm. Nazario, maybe one of the greatest sports stories in history. After trying time after time after time to play the guy who has held the belt, who has held the team's belt, who his partner won the belt from, who has beaten him so many times, and he's beaten him so many times. It is quite a story. I'm very happy for Nazario, and Andrew Barr has nothing to hang his head. There's a reason he is a former champion, and there's a reason I do believe he will be a future champion as well. This was one heck of a way to cap off an incredible season and an incredible story for these three titans of the game.
Absolutely. So we're going to start post-match interviews, starting with Andrew Barr. Andrew, you lost in sudden death. You played an incredible game. You had the lead going back and forth with Nazario for most of the match, and it just came down to sudden death. A question: how are you feeling in this moment?
It's not the greatest feeling in the world. I mean, I'm very happy for Nazario. Nazario played a fantastic game. I knew that he would. There's a reason that he's here. He's one of the best to ever play. I just feel like some other like dimensional being like made me bet 0, and I feel like it just on that last question, and it cost me. I got to be more confident in myself, and great game to you both. But I'm gonna be fucking back.
Would you say that anyone you play should get out of the way?
Yeah, unless they want to be steamrolled.
Okay.
All right. This is a new side of Andrew Barr.
I like it.
I'd like it as well.
Yeah. All right. So let's bring in our former champion, Mike. Mike, did you want your teammate in with you, or did you celebrate?
Right.
Yeah. And the new champion, Nazario, you guys are a team, and now Nazario, you also hold the belt. You just got it from your buddy, from your best friend. What are you feeling?
I'm sorry I had to take it from Mike, but I mean, everybody knows all the work that I have put through this. I had to beat my brother-in-law. I had to beat my wife, again, not violently.
Yeah.
And then I had to beat my partner. It's like it was all stacked up against me. Mm-hmm. And it was so close. Can you imagine losing by putting a shark's tail? Can you imagine losing by putting War off the Planet of the Apes?
Or missing Johnny Depp?
Can you imagine missing Johnny? Can you imagine betting 0 on Leonard Nimoy? Yeah. I don't have to imagine that anymore, and I'm glad for that.
Yeah.
Let's get fucking drunk.
Absolutely. I love your enthusiasm, your excitement. Mike, what do you have to say about all of this?
If it wasn't for Nazario, I'd call shenanigans for not accepting my 25-point bet. Because we all know the true winner. 25 points.
I would have
But
got
you know,
to 50.
I
Yeah.
will say, Nazario deserved the win. Barr played a hell of a match, but I'll be back.
Yeah.
Because I like this game.
Sounds good. Yeah, who the fuck that is like really, really good at this would ever quit? That seems silly.
Yeah.
And losers. That's who.
Yeah.
You guys,
Idiot.
I mean,
that.
and
Idiots.
and to do what? To play Warzone?
Warzone?
Yeah,
Come on.
bunch of morons. God, yeah.
Well,
Okay, well,
Mike, enjoy your well-deserved break, and Nazario, keep that belt shiny. We'll see you in your first defense next year.
Thank you.
all right. Well, Nick, hell of a story.
Hell of a story.
Anything you need to add before we wrap this up?
No, crazy match. I'll tell. No, I'm speechless. Tim, can you tell?
Yeah, me too. So, thank you to Barr, briefly Cody, Mike, Nazario, the new champion. We'll see you next season. Thank you for watching the final act. Be sure to check out all the other matches that are going on in the final act. We got a lot of good stuff. So we'll see you real soon with the next one. But until next time, take care.
We are so glad you came. Bye-bye. 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 Bye-bye now. Bye. Bye-bye.
And again, that's the hero gig. Part of the journey is the end.
Goodbye, old friend.
Kitty has to go.